Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another show of PD's Football Live show on the channel. We've got more to discuss because signing number 2 is through the door at the club. Yes, and I actually have just done a video on Nick Pope being announced, so I will be bringing that out after the show is finished. Delighted, absolutely delighted and buzzing with this new signing. Definitely kind of wait to see him in action when the new season starts as well. The Ekatiki deal still ongoing by the looks of it. Of course, there was an article that to say that it was completely off, but according to Sky Sports and what Keith Downey came out with, it's not completely dead yet. But of course, we will move on to other targets if there is no progression with this one as well. So we're just going to wait and see, I suppose, the Botman deal. God knows what's going on with that. So I don't know. One says one thing, one says just says another, doesn't it? Yep. There you are. More transfers, of course, with other clubs as well. So there you are. And, you know, the most funniest moment of the show where we have an hour of it, of course. Yep. Sorry, Chippers, of course, shaking your head in the background, as always. But this is what this show's all about. It really, really is. So, hey. But anyway, guys, if you do enjoy tonight's show, please do hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. If you do enjoy the content and you haven't yet subscribed as well, and if you're new as well, you can donate to the channel through Super Chat as well. And if you would like to become a member of the channel for just 99p, click the join button to become a member of the channel as well. Well, then, here we are then. Let's just read through Joe Linton's comment that Nick Pope unfeeling vid wasn't the best. I know you would say something about that. When your Craig's out in the house again, hope you're doing well. Well, then, you will get 2 guys in ready because they're waiting. Good old you know who. And of course, good old Mason. Good evening, guys. How are we all?
Good, Peter. How's you?
Good.
Bit
Well,
bit warm.
Well, it is quite boiling, isn't it? Well, let's start off, guys. There's signing number 2 through the door. What do we make of it? I'm absolutely buzzing with this signing.
Same. I'm actually happy with him. Happy with him coming into the club. I know he admitted he wanted to stay in the Premier League after Burnley getting relegated, and no better way to come than come to Newcastle.
Absolutely. I mean, I totally agree. Chippers?
Yeah, it's a solid signing. In fact, it gives us a chance to get rid of a couple of goalkeepers that quite clearly aren't good enough. We've got 2 keepers, I would say, on a level par, so we can think about, so that now that they've got this competition between the 2 of them, and we can, now we can start looking to build more outfield, because I think it's quite clear we still need some more centre half, a right winger, striker, and possibly another centre midfielder. So, but we've got the 2 in so far that we needed, and like fingers crossed, there's just more to come.
I'm glad we've got competition in this position now. I mean, because our other keepers not provided competition for Dubravka. Darlow has stepped in at times and done okay, but we've seen mistakes.
Dubravka's had an easy run, hasn't he?
Yep. So Dubravka's not going to have an easy run in this time. The question is,
number 1.
Yeah, here comes the question, because there's a lot of mixed opinions on this. Does Nick Pope get ahead of Dubravka for next season?
Yeah, still.
I think he will, otherwise he wouldn't have come.
He's not going to come and start on the bench, is he? No, the World Cup, 5 months away.
I think, yep, I absolutely agree with that. We've bagged ourselves an England international goalkeeper as
Especially for
well.
10 million.
So this again, it may seem a bit harsh on Dubravka, but of course, Dubravka has had to have times on the bench as well, particularly when Darlow has been playing and he has been very, very good. So I think I don't think it would mind Dubravka as much, but I don't think you would want Nick Pope would want to be sitting on the bench. No way.
Not with the World Cup, Peter.
I mean, he'd want to make to prove himself to get in the World Cup for November as well. So
The only thing I'm going to say is that if Pope does get injured, if he's our number one, Dubravka, when he comes back in, it looks like he needs 2 or 3 games to get going again, and that would be my worry that, when he comes back, he's prone to making mistakes and he looks rusty when he doesn't play. So that'll be my sort of worry. But I suppose that might be because the previous regime didn't really train them as much and he was rusty for that reason. So it might be a case of this time he's obviously trained with more intensity and he's ready for when he's needed.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I totally agree with that as well. But I know we all know he is 30 years old, but he can still do it at Premier League level as well.
I think he's got about 6 or 7 years in him.
Yep.
He's an experienced keeper at this level, and that's what we need. We didn't need some foreigner coming in who doesn't know the league, who's too soft. And there's a lot of foreign keepers for me aren't very confident, like with their hands. I think they might be with their feet, but they're not very good at shot stopping and stuff like that. So I think that's what we need.
Absolutely. I mean, as well, I mean, I can't wait to see him in action. I really, really can't.
I can't wait. But the thing is, would you take? Obviously, we've signed somebody from a relegation club. Will that be the end of us getting anybody from one of the 3 relegation clubs?
Good question. I'm not too sure that way. One, I must admit,
because I've seen today that obviously the Diaby's not going to happen, but I've seen reports that we're being linked with Ismail Assar from Watford.
Yeah. That'll be
I don't think
interesting.
we'll pay the money for him because I don't think since the turn of the year he's been impressive at all. So I wouldn't. I just think what do they want 30 million or something for him? Something daft.
Yeah. This is actually the first time we have spent the most on a new goalkeeper as well, 10 million. Would you believe before that it was Matt Sells for 6 million?
Oh, I forgot all about Matt Sells.
Yeah, exactly. That says it all.
When was the last time as well? We had 2 players signed in June.
There you are. That's been for a while.
It's June.
Good evening,
We've got
Lewis.
2 players signed.
Hi. Obviously, that's me. That's me. YouTube channel I started last season. But I'm going to start doing more videos on next season.
Oh, brilliant! Get subscribed to Lewis's new channel.
I'll pop a subscription down, Lewis.
Cheers, Mason.
No problem. Lewis, Nick Pope in through the door.
Brilliant signing. There's more challenges for Dubravka because obviously, as we were saying, we need more. Can you hear me better tonight?
You might need to switch him around, Lewis. You've got him a bit.
Test him 1, 2.
There you go. There you are. That's it.
It's me PlayStation headphones because, as I was saying, sorry, viewers. As I was saying, it's more work for Dubravka.
Yep.
Because obviously we know you need to challenge him in that.
Yeah, I
totally agree. It's just one of those things. At least we got for 10 million. It's a steal. It's like when we got Dubravka for 6 million, or like when we got Dubravka 4.5 million or something.
Yep, absolutely. Andrew, good evening. Hope you're well.
Evening.
Joe Linton says, I like the nips in the pop unveiling video. Oh, dear me, Joe Linton. Something is definitely wrong with you.
To be honest, it was the last thing I noticed. To be honest, I didn't really notice them.
Craig says, good signing for you. It certainly is. It really, really is. I'm looking forward. I really can't wait. Baz is in the house. Smash the like button, guys. Cheers so much, Baz.
Why does he come on? Did you get yourself on? We'll have a laugh.
Mason, I'm going to send that link to you from me video and you can get the channel up.
No bother, Lewis.
Hi, Mason,
Oh,
and
for
hello,
God's
my
sake.
chippers. First it was John, and now it's on to you. Jolin's now on to you, chippers. And Jolin says, "I Gordon Ramsay." Oh wow.
Who's going Ramsey like?
Oh, I've got to think. I think he's compared it to Mason.
Hey.
Has
Mason,
Jolin got bad
honestly,
eyesight?
Mason, I can see a little bit of similarity.
Oh,
Oh, wait, Joel
Honestly,
Linton.
I can a little bit.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, Joel Linton gets
yeah,
a
you
glasses.
drinking?
No, I'm not drinking at all tonight.
Is it
Honestly,
another way you're going
can
on
see-
already?
I can see. Honestly, no offense, Mason, but you kind of got the similarity of Gordon Ramsay. No.
Man, I do a bit.
There you are. Hey. Lawrence, good evening. Happy with Pope's signing, especially as Dubravka has had a couple of injuries at recent times. Think Dollar will leave? Yes, I think Dollar will still be on
I
his way
think,
out.
I think he's Mills per pound.
Andrew says, I don't believe for a moment that Pope would sign unless he's been told the number one shirt is there to be won. Yep, totally agree. Pope will be first choice. Don't think he'd have come to be second choice. I agree with that. Joe wants Saul from Watford. Yep. 4 years for me, Bastards. 4 years for me, and when we hit the top six, top four, we will find a keeper to replace both of them. Yeah, he's not going to be very long term, Nick Pope, because he is 30 years old.
I didn't realize he was that old. I thought he was a bit younger.
Not 30 exactly. Nick Pope is. So
You will probably see 3 years, and then his last year will probably be the year when he's like the backup keeper, and then he'd be gone after that.
Sells the worst goalkeeper in Toon history. God, he was awful.
Yes.
Oh no! You didn't see
Definitely.
people like John Carelsa and Lionel Perez, man. Honestly, they were shocking.
Where were they? Lawrence says, if we're going to sign a winger, it should be someone left-footed. Will be different to ASM Murphy and Fraser. Interesting.
So we'll have an end product because the SM still doesn't have an end product at times.
Hopefully, they'll see an improvement on that next season. Now, the ASM rumblings, there has been a lot of notifications that his head's been turned, but I believe it's a load of crap at the moment as well.
It's a rubbish, and all he wants is a new contract because he'll have seen everybody coming in and thinking, "Ooh, they're going to be on more money than me," and that's all he wants.
Is it ASM up there with one of the highest paid players now at the club?
Probably. I mean, the way Steve Bruce had him as like a king, like almost treated him as. Didn't he sign a new contract last year or something, or 18 months ago, or something along those lines?
October 2020, yep, when he signed the new
2
contract.
years.
So yeah.
So he's probably still got 3 or 4 years left. Doesn't really need a new one.
Kev, good evening. Hope you're well. Chippers, you were always my chipper. Oh, Jesus.
Just block them.
Kev says, so have the club announced Pope's arrival?
Yes.
They certainly have indeed.
Yes.
He is ours now.
I
So
thought it was quite funny with the smoke, like as if it was the Pope. I mean,
it was. Yes, it was. And Andrew says, nice to see you well, Lewis.
Yep. And this, confirmation by the club. And that's the picture on Facebook and Twitter.
There you are. That's it. So
That's what we didn't have under the other regime. We didn't have any. He didn't let me know what was happening.
And I do like the goalkeeper top when the goalkeepers win. It is a quite nice goalkeeper top.
Yep. I love that. I really like the new goalkeeper top.
I'm going to get it.
I'm not. It's very rarely I buy goalkeeper tops.
But
I'm definitely getting the home one.
I'm getting the home one obviously because it's like classic.
So as well.
But obviously the goalkeeper top you can buy it in short sleeves. You can't get them in long sleeves anymore.
Good.
What about you, Mason? You getting it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting it when I come back from the holidays. With my birthday money.
Yep. White Trout, even all hope you well. ASM's agent clearly fishing for a new deal. That could well be the case, as I just said just before there. Really could well be the case as well. So, as I mentioned, he starts for me. He starts the season in goal. And if we bought him for a reason, we spent the amount as was spent on him. There you are.
Are you about Andy Carroll?
No, what's
No,
happening with
He
Andy?
could be.
Down
He's
the
closest.
Bruges.
He's going to Bruges.
Going to Bruges. Whoa, wow.
Him and Benicofobia are both going to Bruges.
Yep.
And have you heard about Gareth Bale might be going to Cardiff?
That's a funny one, I must admit.
Obviously, he wants to keep. He's probably going to retire after the World Cup. That's what I heard. But he wants to go. He just wants to just play to keep fit for the World Cup.
Yeah. Kev says, I can't see them be streaming on shit, Mr. Good Show. Then, sorry, Kev. You've tuned in, and there you are. Nick Pope is now officially a Newcastle United player. I heard the owners have kicked Ekatiki into touch. This is one that needs
His
sorted out.
agent.
If
I
these
mean,
agents, the agent should be
It's now
sacked.
going round that the agent wants a little bit more money off the club,
Really
but
bastard.
the owners are not going to technically throw out extra ridiculous amounts of money.
Not for a 19-year-old kid.
Exactly, 19 years old. So they
He's actually just turned. I heard he's just turned 20.
He has.
Well, yeah, but still very young lad. And we need this one sort out because if we walk away from it, then I can see why.
Same.
I'm just gonna apologize if you hear noise. I got my bedroom window because it's boiling in my bedroom.
I can't hear much in the background, Lewis, so that's all right.
Like
Go on,
sorry,
Mason.
like if we don't get a ticket, there's still more strikers out there. We don't have to rely on just the one.
There you are. There's other options out there if we don't get Ekatiki.
Neymar.
Mbappe.
Exactly, yeah.
Andrew says, see the links with Hazard has gone quiet. Think the two late preseason friendly games could decide who starts in goal. Yes.
Yeah.
I think there could be a turn of one plays a goal in one game and the other plays
The
in
other
goal
one,
the next game. Now, yes, Hazard, Thorgan Hazard from Borussia Dortmund. There has been rumours going around about him.
I would take
That'd be a
him.
good sign.
I would take him.
I would take him. Anything better than our place at the minute.
Yep. I mean, he can play attacking midfielder as well, and he does play winger as well, so that's very interesting. So, yeah. Both of these potential transfer targets are really painting themselves as wanting to be more involved with us. Yeah. Let's just get a striker in, leave Ekatiki and Highwood in the bin, according to Joe Linton.
We can't sell Wood because he can't play for 3 clubs in the calendar year. We've got until January, so we can't sell him.
Can we not loan him away? We haven't got to give him a... Oh.
Kev says, I've been looking up a striker, Gabriel Barbosa. Your thoughts, guys? Gabriel Barbosa, who plays for Flamengo in Brazil.
Not John Sinclair. I don't follow like Brazilian leagues and all.
I mean, I've not seen him much, but from what I've seen from his stats, which I'm quickly looking at, he's got quite a decent goal scoring record, I would say.
It'd be quite good.
Yeah.
What about that Napoli striker?
Osimhen.
Aye.
I think he's going to cost a massive order like to get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, were we not linked with Barbosa a few years back? I can't remember off the top of my head. I must admit. So,
Lauren says in the comments we've been linked with Broja, who was at Southampton last season.
Fuck no to Neymar. Nah, I wouldn't be having Neymar. Yeah, there's what this has just said. Broja and Guri from Nice linked to strikers.
You have an interesting window and all that this summer.
I would take Broja, yes. Just because because when he was in Southampton last season.
He did well at Southampton. Thorgan Hazard would be good, but taking the links with him as a pinch of salt. Yeah, same year. He's had a year in Italy, I believe. Yeah, on the VODs, he was head and shoulders over the rest.
Well, that's the Italian league.
And Jordy says Barbosa was actually linked with last winter.
I thought I heard the name before.
Oh, I've never heard of him. Never have.
I mean, I've not seen him play before. That's the thing. Lord Wood to say there's to Serie A. I think he's on about plenty of skips there. Oh, on site, plenty of skips there. Because I think Joe Linton just wants Chris Wood out of this club.
Do you think Joe Linton's actually what you call him Jason's burner account?
There God. Yep, right. Of course, with it staying within the goalkeepers, we did have a departure at the club. And what do we make that this man joined Preston North End on a permanent deal?
It's a good move for him. He's not going to get paid for us.
He's a championship player. Did well at Swansea, so it can tell from his 2 spells at Swansea that he is a championship player.
Yeah, I'm on the edge. It's a shame. I thought it could have worked out for him in the Premier League, but I guess it wasn't to be, unfortunately.
I think Preston's got a good keeper there.
Yeah, I mean, undisclosed fee, so that we don't know how much we have got for him.
And Nick Pope is an undisclosed fee as well.
Well, we know Nick Pope is round about 10 million. Nick Pope is around about 10 million, so
I think did the kid don't know it's 10 million?
Yeah, 10 million for Pope, but I'm not sure how much we made from selling Woodman though. But hopefully we've got somebody kind of bit of good money from.
I've seen somewhere yesterday apparently they've paid 8 million for him.
8 million.
Yeah.
Why would you want to pay 8 million for a championship player?
Championship gets competitive now these days, so
yeah,
players will go for a bit more. I mean, when we were in the championship before the season started, we spent 10 million on Dwight Gale. We spent about 12 million on Matt Ritchie as well.
That's because if you think of it, though, we sold players like Sissoko and Townsend for 50 million for the two of them.
Yep.
And Wijnaldum as well. Wijnaldum, Sissoko, and Townsend for 70 million. We got for the 3 of them.
Cisse we sold as well. Colaccini left.
Matt.
Matt left as well.
He's retired, Matt.
Wow.
He's the same age as me.
Now our pub is Gabriel Jesus arriving next. Lol.
Oh God. I Pope and Jesus. I guess.
I've already got a saint and Pope. We just need Jesus, didn't we?
Actually, the name's not actually Jesus, it's actually Jesus.
Lewis, is your headphones not turned round again?
The way again, Lewis. Sorry, man.
Oh, for God's sake, it's one of those days I'm having again.
Does it not say on your headphones, Lewis?
No.
L or not? What? Okay. Fair enough. Rangers stalling. No, I've just missed one. Wasn't convinced by Woodman when he got his early chance on last season. Best he leaves to get games for his development. Yeah, absolutely.
But let's be honest, though, he's under Steve Bruce, and I thought, let's be honest, if you look now, he'd probably be a better player because it's not him.
For sure.
Rangers stalling on the Morelos new deal. Would he make the grade? Oh, I'm not too sure.
Is he not Sevilla bound? He's been down to Spain.
I think he's Morelos 10 that moved down. He didn't want to go to Spain. But I think he will be out the door.
Yeah. could well be. Last time we was in the championship, we spent 1 million plus small wages budget. Another we went down. Yep.
I think
Right.
Burnley be like that by the looks of it.
Yep, say that is wayside they get rid of rubbish. And apparently Lewis is having a Sinclair according to Joe Linton with his headphones. Hey, well, but yeah, I think the move for Freddie Woodman was the right one as well. It's just a shame it.
Back.
It's just a shame it wasn't meant to be for him, but
Would you have to get rid of Clark, Fernandez, Darlow, Richie, and the rest of them?
yeah, we still need to move those players on as well, which I'm confident we will still move those players on as well.
When did they win no shot? Is it at August or beginning?
It's usually
The 31st of August, I think.
If it's also in August.
right at the beginning of August. Would Albrighton be a good cheap deal for right wing? I'm not too sure.
No.
Mark Albrighton there from Leicester City.
You'll see
No.
at Leicester. You'll see at Leicester.
Yeah.
Why would you want him for?
I know.
No Albrighton for me. Bloody hell, who the fuck was that?
That was not me.
Probably Chippers. You are a disgrace there.
You tell me you've never burnt in your lifetime before.
Yeah, but not that loud on bloody camera where everyone's watching it.
I do think all hear it.
On my thing, Sam's pictures froze.
Oh, Chippers is as frozen, but you can still hear him.
Yeah.
Mine's still going. I can say use.
But you're frozen.
You're frozen.
Jolin says if he could get off for 50 million bucks, that is good. I think Watford would want more.
What?
Ooh.
They were saying 50. They were saying 50. They wanted some like 50 for him. 30,
Like if
50.
they're not Leeds. They're not like Leeds wanting 65 million for Rafinha.
Yeah, Leeds.
But it's like your friends just reach an agreement to sign Paul Pogba.
Who's this? Juve.
You
He's got Juventus.
You'll do better than what he was with that shit.
Actually, where you live, Mason, Man United, or shit.
So no, because no what? The fucking shit.
yeah, we're the team he called United, not them.
Craig says, what camera are you using there, Chippers? I think it's just
It's bloody phone.
Before now. It's still
I think so.
frozen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just let's try that when you come back.
It's a blank screen.
Chippers is Chippers having Sinclair problems now.
Well, no, because I can say use and use are all fine.
You can't say
It
you
says I'm in
now.
the show.
So Kev says he would take sort that price. Start it with more than 50 million, and they're in the championship. We should pay more than 50 million. Well, Andrew Bell says he can get assist cover at right back, won Premier League. He's on about Albrighton again.
Sorry, but we can get better than bloody Albrighton. He's a cast off now. How old is he?
31, I think.
Let's have a look.
Honestly, man. They
Mark
Albrighton.
Albrighton. 32 he is.
Wow.
32.
It's close.
That's wet, man.
We don't need
Honestly.
them.
I think the Castles get linked to every fucking player under the sun.
That's the problem. We're all because we've got money to spend.
And other news, Mike Ashley could be potentially buying Derby County.
Yeah, he's put 50 million in a of a bank
So
by
who do you
Derby.
So who do you think the marquee signing is going to be? Oh God, I'm
Oh,
still
God,
in shock with it.
That's a good question.
I don't know who it could be.
If I see anybody decent, like a Bruno, then that could be a marquee signing. Because he was for marquee signing in January, so hopefully we'll get a caliber player like Bruno That could be with Marquis signing again, or Trippier.
Yep, could well be.
I think our marquee signing will come later in the window. I don't think it'll come in
that's what
it'll come later in the window.
That's what happened with Bruno. That was like later in the window. That like a few days before the window shut.
Yeah.
Because if you look right, if you look right, we're not going to bid for Paqueta yet, because if we sign Paqueta, Milan get the buy-on fee, and then Milan can bid for Botman. So we're not going to do that until we know where we stand.
Yeah, totally, absolutely. Kyogo will be decent from Celtic. He's on about.
Oh, what a player! What a player!
I
he
like
is.
him. I like him. I really do.
What a freaking player!
Thorgan Hazard is a very decent player. I would be happy if we get him. Yeah, I would as well. Marquis signed into selling Chris Wood.
I definitely think he's Jason Taylor.
And I was going to say, is this not Jason?
Joe Linton.
Patrick White also says Patrick Schick is still someone who looked at 24 goals in 27 games for Leverkusen. Still good record that, like.
I'll tell you,
I was not recently signed a new contract.
That's like one worthy game, pretty much.
Andrew says SARS stats show he's worth more than 20 million. Yep, I think Watford are going to hold out more than 50 million, up to then or more. Son, according to Kev, he's not going to leave Spurs, I don't think.
He's not going to
Young man.
It's Julian says, Chip, is your screen is black? I think he's turned his camera off by the looks of it now.
Yeah, I've turned it off just to see 2 seconds, just to see if the camera is on.
No, not for us, it isn't.
You're still black. Still a black screen there, Chippers.
Oh, come on, I'm not that suntanned, you know. Jesus, Peter,
Unless you not got anything blocking your camera, yeah?
No.
Okay, fair enough. I'll tell you what.
Anyways, I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off. You know what I look like.
Unless turn your phone off and come back on again. Easiest thing.
Oh no, I'm not faffing. I'm not doing that. Once I'm in, I'm in.
I'm not trying to push Albright. I just think good squad player to cover positions. According
he's 32. How long will he be in the Premier League for a season? If that, he's 32.
Chippers is in the void, according to White Trout. Chippers, please turn that camera back on, please, according to Joe Linton. I need to see Chippers.
No.
Wow.
Looks like somebody's got a number 1 fan.
That's Jason, man. I'm sorry, but it is. It blatantly is.
Who's doing the Joe Linton? It's actually not Jason. I know who the lad is. But,
just tell us.
Why don't you ask him, Chippers, yourself then?
Ask him. So, do I know him?
Yeah.
You may do.
That's a shit. That's a shit. Oh, we've got Andrew in the. We've got Andrew here now. Good evening, man.
Hi, guys.
Andrew.
Hi, Lewis. Hi, lads.
How you keeping?
Good, yourselves?
Yeah, not too bad. Nick Polpin, how are you feeling?
I'm just hoping that we'll start getting some outfield players in through the door rather than just. Pope's a good signing. I'm happy with Pope. I'm just getting frustrated with the Ekitike and the Botman.
Yep.
2 seconds.
You're not the only one.
Everybody's bloody.
I mean,
sorry about that.
Do you think the Ekitike deal is now completely off, or not just yet? Because one source said it was, but
not when there's 5-6 weeks left of the window left. No, I don't think it's off yet.
I don't. If they've come out and said it's not officially off yet,
I think Newcastle are just waiting to see what the Sage is going to do next. They just take the piss now.
But I think it's the Botman deal. I think that's gone now. Unfortunately,
yeah, that's not going to happen. Unfortunately,
it's just
the problem we've got is we're still not eating at the big dinner table yet. We've got to wait for the big sites to do their business to see what scraps are left.
Yeah. I think Botman, he wants Milan more than us. But the fact is, AC Milan cannot afford, with a whopping 600 odd million debt that they've got.
If I was in charge, if like Man United were in debt, if Barcelona in debt,
Wish there were.
like, but this, for example, why can't all the leagues link up together? If the teams are in debt, they can't buy anybody. They have to sell players to get back into profit. That would be the only fair way to do it. PSG are in debt. Man U are in debt. There's a lot of other teams who are in debt. I think only a couple of teams who are not in debt.
Lewis, you know how you said Man United are in debt? You know how you said Man United are in debt? I wish they fucking were.
They are in debt.
Well, they are
Exactly.
still are at the moment. And Barcelona have actually placed a 34 million bid to get Lewandowski from Bayern Munich.
I know.
They're in £1 billion with the debt, so it just shows
where they get their money from, isn't it? When they're supposed to be in debt, it's just like as if it was just.
Yeah, have you seen the new
Spotify?
sponsor? Have you seen the new sponsor they got?
Spotify.
Yes, Spotify,
Spotify,
and the team's been renamed.
Yep. Lawrence says, don't think that Kentucky deal is off, but if his agent's going to demand too much, then look elsewhere. Yeah, I agree with that.
Exactly.
I don't know why the agent is trying to convince our owners for more extra money for him.
Is it not another player if you want to come or not?
The player wants to come.
The player wants to come.
it's because of the top clubs have started sniffing around him, isn't it? That's what he's thinking of. He's thinking of his fee.
Yeah, could possibly well be. They are still looking at Dominic Calvert-Lewin too.
I hope not.
No, I don't think I would as well.
Basketball player.
Not for 60 million. Not for 60 million, no.
I want to give him 10 million. That's how crappy he is.
I mean,
He's no better than Ings. Go and get Ings.
there you are. That says it, doesn't it? Nah, not for me. Calvert-Lewin's a door for me as well.
Definitely no.
I mean, would he get ahead of Wilson? I don't know.
No.
Nope.
If Wilson's fully fit, he's better than Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, I think Mason's dropped out this time.
I think he's just popped out.
I know he's back again.
Do you just not fancy Trossard if Trossard was available?
Trossard's
on the right side.
Trossard, can he play a really good player?
I don't think Brighton will sell
I'd be having a look at Trossard, like.
I don't think they'll sell the wood.
Kevin says,
I think it all comes down to Dan Ashworth as well, innit? With have we got this year's ban not being able to sign a Brighton player for a year? Gentleman agreement.
White Trout says, everyone turn your cameras off so Chippers doesn't feel self-conscious.
I'm still here, man. God.
I mean, you don't have to have your camera on as long as I can hear you in the show. That'll do me.
Peter, you know how beautiful I look, so everyone knows how beautiful I look. So,
Chippers is just doing what my lass tells me to do. She tells me beauty's the light switch away, so I just switch the light off.
I can't be bothered to reach it.
Luca, good evening. Hope you're well, everybody. If you would like to come on.
All right, Luca.
Chipper, how do I know it's the real Chippers? Well, you can tell by his
It's
voice.
It's not.
What was that?
You're probably falling off the bench.
It's not the real one. It's Dolph Vader.
Anyway, what do we make of this happening?
Oh,
That looks so sad.
he does look a lot better. But why
It's the little things, isn't it?
Yeah,
Where is that, Peter?
that looks like the Gallagher end.
Facing the strawberry, innit?
Yep, so
Yeah.
we're getting some work done inside the concourse bit of the ground, finally.
Well,
That looks more up to date now, doesn't it?
that's what I like about these new owners, that they really care about this club.
That's it.
It's actually had a lick of paint behind it as well, imagine.
Yep, Yeah, it has.
I wouldn't be surprised if we got some new sound system inside the ground, because the sound system at the ground's
And that
crap.
training ground's getting done as well. That's getting.
Oh yeah, the training ground's getting all done out.
Yeah. Absolutely, it certainly is.
I was reading a stat earlier. I don't know whether you've seen it, but all these people not too sure about Pope. Over the last 3.5 years, there's only 2 goalkeepers getting more clean sheets than Pope.
Yeah.
Alisson and Edison.
There you
No
are.
surprise, yeah.
So yes, people say he made a mistake for a goal to get the first win of the season. But I mean, Alisson's made a mistake in the Liverpool goal, and Edison's made a mistake before. So mistakes are something about being a goalkeeper.
And Burnley have just made mistakes throughout the rest of the side. You can't just put it down to one thing there.
That's it.
If you think of it as well, though, since the start of the year, really, we've only lost heavily to Liverpool. I mean, Man City and Spurs. The rest of the games, we've lost one. We've only conceded 1 goal in or no goals in. So we've been proper tight. So you think,
Yep, it has.
you know.
Yep. Kev says you are better looking in the blackout, Chippers. Imposter. Wow. Chippers, that voice sounds sexy. Darth Vader. Oh, God almighty. The force is strong.
The force is strong with that one. The force is strong with that one, Joe Linton.
Joe Linton says Pope's a very good signing from Burnley, unlike the other 2. Yep.
The other 2.
Wood and Jeff Hendrick.
How can you not know?
We had no choice with Chris Wood. We were desperate for a striker.
That was the thing why we got Chris Wood, because we were desperate for a striker.
It's a shame we shouldn't have just given Chris Wood back to them and taken Pope as an exchange and taken the 15 million hit.
Yeah, you are.
The 15 million we've already getting back by staying in the Premier League anyway, so...
There you are. There you are.
What about Dwight McNeil? Would you see him in Newcastle?
Who, sorry?
Dwight McNeil.
No, we don't
decent player, but you've got to be aiming higher.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
I don't even think he scored for Burnley last season. I think he got 1.
I don't think it was
might have getting 1 goal. Not good enough. Even Miggy got that, and he wasn't playing the amount of games he was playing.
Yeah. Jolin says, no matter how bad things are, we should never have went as low as Wood.
Yeah, he's definitely Jason's burner. He's obsessed with Wood.
I mean, I think you could, if Ekatigi comes through the door, I think Chris Wood, you're looking at 3rd choice now.
Probably.
Yeah, he will be. Yeah.
Lawrence says McNeil he only had 1 assist and no goals. Strike McNeil.
Yeah.
Just shows you because they brought Corney in because you know that Corney is a better upgrade, is an upgrade on Dwight McNeil.
Who I think will leave Burnley as well in this window, Corney.
I think he's gone Corney as well.
I think that Collins kid at the back for them is a decent player, like the Irish lad.
No, he's not a bad
I think he's a good player.
Nathan Collins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we'll see him in the Premier League again. Whether it's with Burnley or not, I don't know, but
it could well do.
Scored a cracking goal for Republic of Ireland last week, 2 weeks ago.
I've seen that in the National League.
Yeah.
It was a good goal. Yeah, I think they signed from Stoke as well.
He's a good player. I think he's half decent. I'd have him as a backup. I think he's a hell of a lot better on the ball than the cells, so that's one thing.
Yeah, when he replaced Lascelles as well.
Do you think he'll leave Peter Lascelles, or do you think he stay?
That's
a big question, that.
I think he needs to go Jamal Lascelles. Somewhere back to Forest would be good for him.
Yeah. Just try and get about 10 million for him, just get him out the door.
10 million, I would be surprised if we were asking for more, that's the thing.
Yeah. How old is he? He's 29 or something?
28 or something, isn't he?
28, I believe, yes. Shy saw Collins linked with Aston Villa, so again, clubs are after
it was
Leeds.
Apparently
Corney's off to Everton, I've heard.
I'd like to see I'd like to see Murphy from not Murphy. what's his name? Oh, it's a kid from Villa, the centre midfielder, man.
McGinn.
Oh. Sorry?
McGinn.
Ming.
No,
McGinn.
the young kid, Jacob. He's playing for the England.
Jacob
Oh,
Ramsey,
Ramsey.
yes. Got him.
That's him.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a top player in time.
Oh, yes. Yes, he's a correct player. Joe Lynn says, would fifth choice now? It would go Wilson, Ekatiki, Dinner Lady, a horse, then Chris Wood. Jesus, wow.
Have I got any down ladies like? I didn't know we did. To be fair.
Oh, bloody hell! I'm sweating.
Poor you, I've had no sun all day in Beddelton. Since 4 o'clock it's been cloudy. I went outside to get some sun and it's been cloudy all day.
It's 21 degrees.
It's nice sun though.
I'm feeling it. Plus, I've got this big light in front of us.
I know, it's not. I can tell you
as
not.
well. Plus, I've got this light in front of us, which really isn't helping me at all as well. After, as well, God. But
I think a lot of, the thing that surprises me a lot is we've all been predicting we're starting lineups for next season with potential new signings, and Joe Willock never gets mentioned. You hear people predicting the starting lineups for next season. You never hear Joe Willock as one of the three in midfield, eh?
I mean, it could be difficult for Sean Longstaff as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It all depends because we could still bring another player in that position.
That Ruiz from Italy's bang on his position, really, isn't it?
Yeah, will we still go after Paqueta? I don't know. You never know.
I think a lot of the business is going to be done late, mate. I think they're waiting to see what the big clubs are going to do.
Monty Magpie says, who's that hunk in the bottom with the glasses on? That's Gordon. Jolene says, it is George Michael the day. Absolutely it is.
Wow.
Monty Magpie says, hi, Jolene. Hot sun, 28 degrees until a couple of hours ago, now raining. Wow.
Good luck, Kevin. It's about 18 here, cloudy.
Jolene says, hi, Monty. Where's my hug Chippers tonight? Oh, we got another one after Chippers as well.
He needs to start an OnlyFans page off, doesn't he? With all these people after him.
Oh, God.
Wow.
See the big chip.
Yeah, but anyway, guys, we've got about just over 10 minutes until we get to you know what.
Yeah.
Ryan will probably join on like 5 minutes before it starts.
Hi. But if you are enjoying this, please do hit that subscribe button. Please do hit the thumbs up if you are enjoying the show. If you would like to donate, we do have super chats available as well. And if you would like to consider becoming a member of the channel for just 99p, just click the join button as well, and you can become a member of the channel as well. Oh, God. Or like French fry, not Big Chip. Oh, I think Gordon's who's popped out there.
Damn.
Oh, Chippers has popped out, gone out this time. Oh, has he finally had Sinclair connections this time? So, lads, I'm sure there's plenty of chips to go around. Oh, God.
Yeah, I'll give you the phone because this phone's gonna go.
We can share Joe Linton. Oh, God. Oh, he's... Oh, I think Gordon's just been out. But Chippers is back.
Oh,
Yay!
Was it working?
He's there now. We can see you now.
Oh, well, I did the right thing. I went out and came back.
Well, Chippers is back on camera now, so there you are.
There you go. I'm going to have your wanks if using EP. I mean, feel free. Do what you need to.
Julian says, I don't share Chippers, is mine.
No.
Yeah. Oh, God almighty. They're after you, man. They're just after you now.
I don't even know who they are. Don't even know who the fuck they are. I wish I fucking did, because I'd tell them where to go.
Well, but,
so what do you reckon that let's hypothetically say Pope starts the season.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dubravka doesn't play the first 8 games of the season of the Carling Cup. Do you think Dubravka's going to be happy?
It's a tough one because Dubravka has had to settle for places on the bench when Darlow's been playing well. So it's very interesting, that one.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you want to give Eddie Howe a selection headache because we haven't had competition in the goalkeeper position for a long time.
Like when,
I totally agree, mate. I said a few months ago on a fan reaction on NFTV, and I said, look, you might not need to get someone that's a lot better than him. You just need someone to push Dubravka. Dubravka's a good goalkeeper, but you need someone that's on a similar level to you to push you. And if we want to push in cup competitions, that's an ideal. You know, we did well with Steve Harp and Shea Given in cup competition simply because we had good rotation.
Yeah, we did.
I think it's a good signing.
Certainly is, and of course, Pope will want to see what he'll want to be pushing to get the World Cup as well, which he told
as
me.
well to Dubravka, yeah.
Yeah. So again, selection headache for Eddie Howe in that position now.
And have you heard about the World Cup? It's going to be a 26-man squad now.
26-man squad.
What was it originally?
23.
Okay, it's probably the heat, isn't it? They're going to let more for the heat.
The heat, but you have to have 11. But it's going to be 15 on the bench. But that includes 11. But 11 has to be obviously one has to be a doctor, and that I've heard on Sky Sports earlier on today. It's a bit confusing.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go into Sky Sports YouTube and put FIFA World Cup and that, it should come up about the new thing.
I'll be perfectly honest. We could have 30 minutes the World Cup. I still don't think we're going to get past the second round quarterfinal. So
yeah, I think we're not going to do good this year in the World Cup.
It all depends who Southgate selects, what's his best side going to be.
But you know what he's going to play, didn't you? 5 at the back with bloody right back and left back. That's what he's going to play.
Trippier right left back. Eh?
Oh yes, wouldn't surprise
he's
me.
right. He's bang on. He's exactly what he's going to do. If Chilwell's not fit, that's exactly what he'll do.
Where's the lotion according to Joe Lindo, dear? Okay, can I have Gordon? Oh God, I didn't know this was a day inside. Hey God Almighty! After
Chippers, you need to get an OnlyFans going here, like all these fans.
I already have one, but I just post now one.
Why haven't I got the link?
Hey God Almighty! Wow.
No one has. I've got it until now.
Put it in the description below, Paul. Harry.
Now they're after Gordon now, by the looks of it.
Yes, go on.
What the hell?
Feel free. Go on. Go do what you want. I'm about. Just go.
Oh, sugar cubes. I left me lanyard downstairs. I can't be asked to pick it up.
Go to Mason.
Oh, Jesus.
Mason's younger. Actually, Mason's younger than me, but Mason's the youngest one here.
Yep. Roland says, as long as the feet are there, that's all I need. Wow.
Oh, dear me.
But about just over 5 minutes until we show you know what now. So countdown on to that next as well, definitely. But yeah, go ahead, Andy.
Sorry, mate. I was just thinking I'm of the opinion that there's another 3 at least going to leave the club. Who would your 3 be, lads?
It's got to be Dwight Gale, Clark,
and
Hendricks definitely got to be in there as well.
Yeah, I think they give a goalkeeper as well.
Yep, I think Darlow's still going to be away as well.
Sorry, I was forgetting about the goalkeeper, so that's 5, really.
Oh, yeah.
You're forgetting Matt Ritchie as well.
Mm-hmm.
Kieran Clark, Matt Ritchie.
You
could easily make a case for another 6 going.
It could be 10. Who knows? It could be 11. It could be a whole team. Who goes?
Nah, I think there's going to be at least 4 or 5 players coming. At least.
Yeah. Who would be your captain for this season now?
It's got to be
Yeah.
Drip blood.
Trippier. Even
I'd go
if
Joe
this-
Linton.
Joe Linton.
Oh,
Joe Linton as captain.
Yeah, I would, because he sets a tone in midfield and he batters everybody. I really would.
wow. I mean, Joe Linton.
If Wilson's fit, I think Wilson's a good shout, but is he fit enough to be captain?
That's the thing. You can't rely on Wilson to be fit for a full season at the moment.
I'd honestly go Joe Linton. He's showed that he's got a huge amount of character. I mean, let's be honest, how many times before his form started, we'll all sit on one of these and have a pop with him about how he shoots like your sister and couldn't, he got hammered off it, and he's just
Around.
proved all wrong.
All he needed was a new manager to get down to work with him and just have a change of position. He was never a striker, midfielder, something as
He's
well.
more like a winger, isn't he?
There you are.
Sorry?
He's more like a winger.
Yeah, he was never number 9.
I see him as a deep lying 10, me, like an 8.
He could well be. Yeah.
And if you listen to any of the current players talking, they always say in training he's the best player on the pitch.
Yeah. Good evening, Lawrence. Hope you well.
Hey lads, all right.
Aye.
Nick Pulpit, how you feeling?
Very happy with that. Just good to get competition for Dubravka because he's had a couple of injuries last couple of years. And you look at Darlow, yes, he's gone this day, but it seems like as soon as Dubravka's like back to fit, maybe he's just on the bench, the pressure gets to Darlow.
Yeah.
I think he'll be away, as I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I think Darlow now needs to move away from the club now as well. So
For his sake rather than anybody else's.
Yeah.
God almighty. Gail, Clark and Darlow, but think more than that will go, which is what you've just said there, Lawrence.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah.
You got like Fernandez, Clark, you got Richie.
Yeah. Jeff Hendrick we mentioned.
Yeah.
Murphy, possibly.
That's it could well be.
A few players there.
Julian says exactly, Andrew. There you are.
Is he not hitting on him?
Yeah.
He's sending us a super cash later for saying it. That's what it is.
£1 million.
He's been hitting on me in trippers.
All right.
Yep. There you are. So we haven't got long till we get to you know where.
1 minute.
Which is Chivas is not looking forward to it as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
Lawrence, you look knackered.
I mean, Lawrence, what did you make of that one? The new refurbishment, which I'll get up on screen again.
Oh, very good to see.
I mean, that's got to be done throughout the whole of the ground, surely.
Yeah.
It probably will be.
Totally agree with that as well.
I guess they could do. I saw some other away grounds this here to the team. Welcome, like such and such a team for traveling down so many miles or up, like how many miles
That'd
to
be
travel.
good.
I know.
For the away fans.
Yeah, I know Leicester City do that. Actually, they've got that where it says welcome to whichever club they're playing on the day.
That'd be quite good if they could just change that.
I mean, yeah, that would be good.
Unless they just have it like a TV, like a small TV saying welcome, because obviously if they play the cup games, how will we have the other teams ready?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh God. Next guest in, and I
Is it
can't believe
Ryan?
it. No,
Joe Linton.
Archer.
no.
Hey, Archer.
Oh yeah. What the hell are you wearing?
I didn't know Tom Cruise was coming on the day, how I?
That's not a day team.
Take my breath away.
Aye, that's the one. That's it.
That's it, like.
Right, just
Young
quickly
man,
before we just
There's
quickly
no
before we
need to
get
feel down. I said, young man.
before we get to you know where Archer, Nick Pulpit, how do you feel?
It's a good signing, to be fair. It's at least it gives a battle, but for number one spot with Martin Dubravka as well.
Does
Because
he get ahead of Dubravka? Because to me, he does.
yeah, I think Nick Pope does. I think Nick Pope should be number one. Then Martin Dubravka. Then obviously Carl Darlow will be third choice. But Mark Gillespie's got a guard. He's shite.
No, I mean, he's
I
well
would give him
done.
Darlow will go, won't he?
I would give him.
I think Darlow's more likely to leave than Gillespie. Plus, would actually get good money for Darlow, I think.
Yeah, I totally agree. Well, then,
So
guys,
Gillespie's happy to be a bitch on the third choice, isn't he? So he'll see us.
Yeah, that's it.
There you are.
But it'll be gone this time next year.
Yeah. Well, then, guys, now it's time for you know what. So here we go
Yes.
then.
Yay! Everybody's favourite.
Right then, Chivers. I know you're not looking forward to it as usual. We've got how many tonight to show? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 11 picks to show
How
tonight.
much? I want to go after
I
this,
like
man.
it.
So
Like-
we'll go after
like
this.
it.
Jesus.
Yep, we've got 11 to show tonight, and this is what we've got first to show. You ready?
Go for it.
Oh, ugh. No, the eggs.
That's-
Nah, the eggs.
I think the bacon's definitely undercooked.
That looks
That's
dry.
definitely an all-day breakfast.
It's called a
How's the
Rox
bacon, did you
burger.
say? Undercooked.
It's called a Rox burger. Beef,
That's
A rotten
wrong.
burger, you mean?
yeah, bacon, hash browns, and cheese, which I can't see the cheese and egg, and a team called Bognor Regis Town.
No, that's wrong.
Fuck no Vegas.
Not for me.
Yes, I know.
Nah.
No, 'cause it's
Um,
wrong.
Apart from the bacon, I would take it.
I
You might
would
as well
have the
have a
egg.
roast
Yeah,
as-
I
you
would.
might as well
I
have a
would
roast
have
as
the
muffin.
egg.
I would take the
That patty
bacon
looks
out.
drier than, honestly, a slipper
So
that my
how
lass
is
had on
it?
yesterday.
Oh, jeez.
Honestly.
Right,
Ah,
this is what we got next.
Oh, cheesy chips.
What cheese is that?
Cheesy chips from Sunderland.
Cheesy
What
chips
cheese is
served.
that?
Cheesy chips served at Boldmere St Michael's.
Go on, I'll have them.
Where the
Because
fuck?
just cheesy
I would.
chips.
I would
Sorry,
have.
yeah,
I
that.
would have that. I would have that.
I'm biased. I didn't eat cheese, so I can't comment.
What was it? Was vegan cheese?
I'm guessing
Nice.
that's a no from everyone for that one.
I would have
Actually,
it.
that might be
I would
vegan.
have it.
I would actually have it.
I would have it.
Oh, you would, Mason.
I would as well.
Oh, Lewis is another one. Okay.
Me too, Peter.
Yeah.
I would.
One as well. Okay then. You would, Chivers, did you say I wouldn't?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, you said yes, finally.
Yay!
That makes me wonder this question. What do you actually eat?
Nothing, just dust.
Right, this is the next one.
That's
Oh,
all right.
what the-
Oh, no. No.
No.
What the hell,
What
man?
was that?
That is called a chorizo and beef torta at Tigress.
No.
Nope.
Argentina,
No. No.
Mexico.
Nah.
Mexico.
Yep.
Mexico.
Raw onion as well. I just don't.
It
get
doesn't look as bad as the other ones, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's
To look
Is
at
that-
it,
Yeah. A lot of the veg does look raw in that.
it does a bit. Look, it does, doesn't it?
Nah, I don't think I would have that one as well. Next one is this one.
Oh, no.
No.
Looks like contents in my lad. Snappy.
Right, that is
What is
called.
that?
That's called a tropiro. That is.
I want to
got-
know who cooked that egg. Who cooks an egg like that and actually puts it on it? That would
Exactly.
go in the bin.
Right, that's
That would
got
go in the
rice.
bin.
That's Spanish, is it?
Right, that's got rice, pork crackling, and of course a fried egg, and that's in a team called Cruzeiro.
Was that Brazil?
From Brazil, yeah.
No, I would have it.
No, that looks like that's regurgitation food. So no.
Looks like they picked a bit of nettles out of the garden and just plonked it on the top.
Yes, I did, didn't it?
Wow.
I'm guessing that's a no from everyone for that one.
No.
Aye.
Okay. It looks like more like it looks a bit like it's just the shredded Steve Bruce's bloody pubes on top of the bloody food.
Awesome.
You're lucky I didn't have a drink there, Archer. So
I'm hoping you do.
right then.
Well, there's going to be bacon on next after you just said Steve Bruce in there.
We've always seen undercooked bacon.
Right,
But
this
there's
is
bacon on next. I'm moving
Not
on.
quite.
Oh,
Well, wait a minute.
What on earth what is that, a hot chili dog or something?
It's a hot dog.
Reminds me of an X, that.
It's got hot dog with pickle, cheese, bacon,
No.
jalapenos, and
That's
something called something
hot
called.
dog. That's actually Steve Bruce's hot knob.
That's gotta be in America.
Oh, I'm guessing that's a no from everyone for that one.
no.
Yeah.
No way.
No.
No.
Right then, no problem. This is what we've got next.
What?
is that?
What the fuck is that?
That's
Period
ice.
blood.
Right, this is in
It's an ice cone.
this is in a country called Okasa. What they do is they get some fruit, and they top it with shaved ice.
It's been.
Oh my
it's,
Looks like something Dexter would sort out.
Is that
like it's like technically like our slush puppies. What we get, the fish of a
Aye.
slush puppy.
You know what it looks like? It looks like swans on that time of the month.
Oh,
That looks like toilet roll. It does.
Oh Jesus!
Don't act
Christ.
like you've never munched on that when that's been going on. I mean, we've all done it.
yes, I know.
Well, I don't have that time of the month because I'm a bloke.
No, I'm on about munching on it when it's that time.
No.
No, well, just me then.
Oh, right then. This is the next one we've got.
I've seen that actually.
It's a
Oh,
doner
That's just a
kebab
pie
pie.
with sauce.
I'm like a wig. This is a Wigan. This is in Wigan. So many people do it in Wigan.
It's a doner kebab pie served in Bonnie Rig rolls.
No.
I would have it. I love doner kebab.
Yeah.
After about 10 pints, I think that's going to look like alright. I think that's going to look alright after 10 pints.
I had a kebab pizza. I had a
When
kebab
you really
pizza the other
hungry.
week and I was six times off it. Like, wow.
Oh, wow.
It was like The Exorcist. My bathroom was like the scene out The Exorcist. Man, I was just sick all over the place.
Yes or no for that one?
No.
Yes.
They need to be kept apart, pies and.
You'd have to
Kebabs
hide
need
that
to
from
be
him from
separate
American
pieces.
Pie, especially with that bit of meat curled up like that, though.
Oh, yes, exactly. Next one.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
what on earth is that?
That must be
Who's
nachos.
that? Who's that? A bank?
Not with mayonnaise.
It was at a wank.
Nachos in Porton Town.
Where do you get these from?
There's like Facebook pictures called Footy Food. There's
Yeah.
another page. There's a page on Twitter called Footy Scran as well.
Blue waffle.
Yeah, I follow that.
That's where I get all these from.
That's blue waffle. That you get
I
yours
think
from,
if I'd
Peter.
been living on the streets in Newcastle for a week, I still wouldn't eat that.
That
would
looks like
anyone
something you
else?
get in the bins, like where it's all the rubbish put together. That's what you get.
Right.
That's,
Oh,
Would anyone else have that?
No.
No.
No, okay then. What about a burger from Met Police FC?
well,
the best one you
is that
posted.
sausage burger? Burger with sausages?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I would
I
have
don't
don't
it.
know.
know that.
I would have
Yes,
it.
That looks
Cheese-
actually.
I would have me took into that, I must admit.
Yeah.
I really would.
That would probably go quite well in Newcastle. It's St James.
Bit of hot chili sauce, square.
Oh,
Some
wow.
brown sauce will do that.
Garlic
Wow.
sauce for me from the chicken.
Oh, what?
I love the garlic sauce.
You can't have garlic sauce with a burger. You just can't.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you can't like you're right there. Like.
You know, actually, where I live, if you get a burger, you can actually
Bit
get
of red
garlic
sauce.
sauce on it.
Some
Nah.
HP or daddies.
Daddies.
Who said yes or no for that one?
I would
Yes.
have
I would have it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say yes to that one. Right, we've got 2 more left to show.
Oh, bloody hell, you're getting through quick. Oh, no. Oh, that was my sick the other night. That was my
That
sick.
is
Oh, it definitely looks like something's gone wrong.
chicken curry and
Something's gone
stonehouse
wrong.
down.
Jesus.
Nope.
No?
Oh, no.
It looks like, you know how
Makes
it
it look
looks
weird.
like he's took his dog for a walk on that field and took the contents of the field and put it in there.
It looks worse because in a plastic
Oh,
tub.
Yeah, that's
It looks
What?
like dog shit.
It looks
No.
like what?
Looks like dog shit.
it does, doesn't it?
Dog shit with rice.
Okay, then. Right, then, so I'm guessing that's enough from everyone for that one.
Oh, yeah, it's a no, right?
I think the fork looks more edible than what the food does.
I think the grass does.
Aye.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
It doesn't look appetizing for that, mate, like, does it?
Where the hell? Who
Right.
sent you these? Are the blind or something send you these? Because these are wrong.
I mean, I just find these pictures, you know.
I was hungry until I started watching this.
Well, I've had toast for me tea now.
And this is the final one we've got. All I can say is wow for this one. Ooh.
Whoa, what is it? I can't even see what it is.
That's
Right.
my mate's wet dream, that.
Right, that's El Captain Nachos, served in a pizza box, which can feed up to 4 people. At
No.
Sporting Scranza City.
No.
I reckon my pal Matty'd have that on his own.
Oh.
Definitely.
I'm in two minds with it. Yes, I would, but I wouldn't, if that makes sense.
That's what I said about the wife when I met her. No, I'm married.
It's not there, is it?
No, she's in bed. Oh, wait, I'm not that stupid.
After she watches the stream afterwards.
What do we make? Yes or no?
No.
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 After a good drink, I'd have a gun on that.
Oh,
Without the garlic mayo, I'll have a gun on that.
I mean, is
I
it,
gotta be really mad
is it garlic mayo or is it sour cream?
It might be
Whatever,
sour
what the
cream.
white stuff, whatever the white stuff is, I don't want any of it.
Yeah,
It
so
might be
that's
sour
the
cream. Sour cream.
Yeah,
Steve
probably is.
used the squirty club.
Oh,
Oh,
What a man.
you're lucky I didn't drink there because I think I would have just, you know what.
spat it out.
Do Sinclair.
And that concludes today's food pictures. Let me know what you think of them.
Peter, I'm gonna shoot.
No problem,
I didn't
Ed.
think, you're not going for something to eat, I bet you us.
No, no, not now. I'm going to go cold turkey. I think I'm gonna go on a starvation. You know, for a few days. So
Fasting.
I'm fasting.
Okay, then. No problem, Ed Chivers. Hopefully, we'll catch you on the next show.
Please up.
Take care, lad.
Special.
Chivers. Okay, then. So that was Chivers. So let's rattle through these comments because they've been coming through. And where am I up to with these? So there you are. It's up to you. Gordon on the panel has good info from HP. Oh God, no, not falling for that. Unless
What?
your name is John Sinclair. Nah, absolutely not.
That's
Whatever
a bit
you-
stupid, aren't they?
Turf Moor House TV or in the house, whatever you do, look after Pope. He's amazing, and we are as fan base are ever gutted to lose him. Yeah, well, we'll make sure we do take care of him. I can understand you're disappointed that he's left you, but he
Your loss, our gain.
well, yeah. Tiff, why he will be looked after. He certainly would. Good man, Kevin, as well. So right here come the food comments, pictures. That looks like rotten cheese, according to Niall. And as it now speak up, guys, that looks like a burger from McDonald's.
It had meat in it. You never get meat in a McDonald's.
Is that an egg omelette and chicken from Brazil? Kev says, right, folks, I'm off now. Enjoy the grub, no problem. Good to see you, Kev. Where else I'm up to with the comments as well. God, that chili dog. God, that looks like a chili dog.
You
That
feed
looks
it.
like you feed to a dog in Nando's, yeah. Is that the pudding you get at school rice pudding? That's a bugging a doner kebab pie, a bunny ring rose in Edinburgh. That's making me sick. The brown sauce spoils it. Well, there you are.
Brown sauce never spoils anything.
That's nachos you get for your school dinners or hospital food. No to the burger and sausages. Continental, he wouldn't. Chicken curry make me sick, not even cooked properly. Niles says Munchie in the Munchie box in the pizza box. Nope, straight in the bin at Sunderland. I've ate a cake that says 4 lies. Daniel, my man, you need to do these food on your channel at Tiff House. Oh, he's getting Tiff House word to do some food pics for them as well. Well, then, else? Oh, look who's in the waiting to come in.
Who?
It's none other Mr. James Sharkey.
Yes, my man.
Hey.
Sharky.
Even bad, how's it all gone?
Sharky.
Well then, Nick Pope in the house through the door, Sharky. What do we make?
I think it's a good signing. I think it's actually a quality signing, if I'm honest. So I think he's straight away number one over Dubravka. I think he's better than what we have.
Yep, I agree with that as well.
I've watched him since he was at Charlton, and I always thought that this guy, he'll go quite far. And I'm glad he's part of our new journey under the new ownership. Eddie Howe knows what he's doing. As long as he gets backed, he's bringing in the right players. Obviously, Kieran Trippier, you got to go back, say those January signings. Bruno. But not just, he's getting the best out of, the players like such as Joe Linton, for example. You know what I mean? But I'm impressed by it. And I said it's a 4-year contract, so it gives him that time to, sort of settle down and challenge Dubravka. I don't think Dubravka has necessarily done anything wrong, but he needs competition because Darlow and Woman, for me, just they're not really there, in terms of competition.
No, that's the thing, isn't it?
I think Darlow, I think he'll go. We'll get a good deal for him. And then obviously Woman's got a Preston, and I think that's a good move at that stage of his career. I think Preston are a decent club as well, and obviously they're looking to try and challenge in the for the playoffs for the next season. So,
I mean, does anyone know how much we've got him for? I know I said this earlier. How much we got there for Freddie Woodman after selling him?
Reported 4 to 5 million, isn't it? I heard, anyways.
Yeah, it could be. I said I don't think Preston pay a lot in terms of transfers, so it's got to be very low. But I tell you what it is, mind, £10 million for Nick Pope. I think that's a steal. I think Burnley have genuinely written themselves off.
That's going to be the highest goalkeeper we've actually paid for.
Yeah.
Well, Sells was what he was about 6.
6 million, yeah.
Matt Sells, we spent.
I honestly think I was quite surprised when I was seeing he was going for like £10 million. I'm thinking Pope's very worth double that, given the fact he's played for England and he's got real potential. I know he's 30, but let's be honest, that's like peak.
I would have went for 15, 20 million at least.
That's because he's only got a year left, isn't it, on his deal? That's what it is.
Yeah,
it might be that, and they've been relegated.
And they've been, exactly, wages. He'll have a clause in his contract to say that he can leave as well, I would imagine.
I think he'll be number 1 against Forest. I think he'll start the season as number 1, and I think Dubravka, I mean, he's been 4 years now.
I think that's literally 3 Burnley players we got. Nick Pope, Chris Wood, and Jeff Hendrick.
We'll be getting Coney by next week.
Trippier as well.
Hopefully we do.
I think Hendrick will be out the door very soon, though.
Oh, he's got a card.
He'll probably go back to QPR.
Do you know what? You were talking about captaincy earlier on. I was having my tea, and do you know who I actually think would be a good captain for Newcastle if Eddie Howe actually keeps him beyond the summer?
Go on.
It's a big call, this one, but I'm actually going to say John Joe Shelby, because every time he's been captain, we've won games.
Oh, it could be. I know he's been vice captain before.
I think you could do it. I really do. I think you could have that step up. It's now or never for him in reality. But if I'm part of be realistic, it would obviously be Trippier. But if it was to be anyone else, I'd actually give it a Shelby. I think he's improved.
He's captain before as well, hasn't he? And he's captain Swansea as well before, I believe. So
he's got the leadership qualities. Obviously, I think Lascelles will go to Forest. I'm confident that deal will happen down the line.
Yeah, I think we still need to move Jamal Lascelles on as well. But
I reckon that'll probably like more a deadline day if Lascelles does go to Forest.
They need to buy some players, otherwise they're going to. I think they're going to go down.
Can I come in here?
Yeah, go on then, Mason.
I've just seen that it's just popped up because I got the transfer on Sky that Fulham are in talks with Wolfsburg over signing Kevin Mbabu.
Wolves are in talks to get Mbabu.
It's Fulham.
Fulham. Wow, Fulham to get.
That'll be a good signing.
We let him go. Like, we didn't give him a chance, or did we? Let's be honest. That's the one player we're going to leave.
We only give him 2 Premier League games, wasn't it?
Yeah, a couple of games at that.
Chelsea and Man City, I believe.
Even in the Championship, Rafa put him out on loan.
You saw Mbabu to Fulham. That's very interesting.
Tell you what, I said this out of the 3 promoted clubs. I've got more confidence in Fulham staying up.
Yeah,
they're the ones who they say like third time lucky. They can build on what they did last season in the Championship and sort of auto-correct the mistakes that they made the last time. Well, twice they were promoted. Just got to find the balance.
They went up comfortably as well, whereas the last 2 times they went up via the playoffs.
I'll be honest, I have no confidence in Bournemouth or Forest to stay in the Premier League.
No, neither do I. I don't have. I mean, have they made any signings yet? I don't think they have they?
Forest, I think
I don't want to judge them too quickly, but when I look at Bournemouth and I look at Forest, they're like just numbers that are in the Premier League just to make up the league. You know, the reminders of like Watford and Norwich. You know what I mean? They're not going to stay up more than one season.
No.
Fulham are going to do all right, aren't they?
Yeah. Forest have signed. I think they signed Henderson on loan from Man United. As there's a striker from Union Berlin. I think they're meant to be getting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got. He comes across as a bit dull, but I actually have a bit more confidence in Marco Silva than their previous managers that have brought them up.
That's it. If Forest are starting Jack Hull back in the midfield, they're in deep trouble.
I just think they don't have enough strength. I just don't think they have anything about them, Forest. I mean, I watched them in the playoff final, and it was only an own goal that got them promoted, in reality.
Yep.
Do you not think the fact that they've challenged, the knocked out, was it 3 Premier League teams in the FA Cup?
They did.
I think I honestly think they could be the surprise package if they spend well in the summer.
Liverpool as well.
They've got to
start. Sorry, I'm on the tab, hence why I'm on knee camera.
Yep, absolutely. Shoggy, do you
the
think
lad who get?
Oh no, go ahead, Mason.
Oh, sorry,
no, go ahead.
The lad who Forest are going to get is Taiwo Awoniyi, who was recently at Liverpool.
Good player. He's a good player. Nigerian kid.
Yes.
Yeah. He could be a good signing for them, him.
I think he scored 18 goals for them last season.
Yeah.
Problem for Forest, they've got a lot of loanies.
Yeah. Shoggy, do you think the Ekitike deal is still ongoing or is it off completely?
I think it's still on. At the end of the day, it's just... You get a lot of media out there, like, you know, the one that clicks, don't they? So they put like a different story, then all of a sudden it's back on again. It's off. It's like a light switch, isn't it? But you've got to like trust the process. At the end of the day, whether it's on or off or not, we've still got to look at other targets in the background. Like we need another striker or two in, because Callum Wilson isn't like going to get you. But he's going to get you the double figure goals if he remains fit. But that's a big question mark. Can he stay fit? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's I look at Chris Wood. I actually do like Chris Wood. I know there's a lot of fans that don't. Will he get you double figures? Remains to be seen, but he'll still do your job, you know what I mean? But we need more than just Chris Wood, you know, we need more competition. Dwight Gale, for me, I think he'll go back to the Championship. It's whether someone's going to stump up the money that we're asking. But I still believe that we need to look at other targets whilst Ekitike is in the background, because we could get a couple of deals done. You know what I mean? And then if it isn't actually going to work, At least we've got 2 strikers in the door that are maybe proven. I think we need Premier League proven like strikers that can actually do something in the division. I think even Liverpool, going for Núñez. I know he played against them for Benfica in the Champions League, but that's like a one-off night in the Champions League, isn't it? Or 2 one-off nights. But I don't know. I'm not too sure about him. I think it's a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean it is.
I'm sort of drawing comparisons, but I just think we need proven players. You know what I mean? I feel like if we trust the process and let Eddie and and everyone in the background do their jobs, then I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. Is the Botman deal going to be off though, Sharky?
For me, that one looks dead in the water, if I'm honest.
Well, he wants the Milan move, but which I don't know why he's hanging on to it, because they can't afford him.
The thing is, there is other centre backs out there, right, that are probably cheaper than what he is and could do exactly the same job.
Yeah. Could well be.
Don't get us wrong. He's got good potential. He has, but again, like Ekitike, do you really want to wait around like that long? Do you know what I mean? I know the window's just open, but you want to try and get your deals done as quickly as possible so they can settle in. You don't want to just go into your first game of the season and you've had your player in the door like a week. Do you know what I mean? They need time to have that time to settle.
Yeah, the thing that's holding up the Ekitike deal is the agent wants more money.
But that's agents, so they get greedy. They want more and more money. It's becoming a problem. It's not. I said it's not just down to the player. It's down to what the agent can get from their player. That it's always been a running problem. It's nothing new really, but it's something that we're new to because we've got a lot of money now, and obviously it's something we have to live with.
Yeah, I totally agree. Definitely with that.
Would you take Brozier, who was on loan at Southampton last year?
I'm not too sure. If I'm honest, I'm sort of on the fence with it. I said that there's other options out there that we can get. But I wouldn't be like, the way I see it, we shouldn't be forced into getting these players. Do you know what I mean? Like, we need to just take our time. And I said I trust those behind the scenes can get players in that are what we want, but maybe it's just sort of unknowns, if you like.
There's one player that is interesting. Eriksen. He's a free agent, isn't he?
Maybe going to Man United.
I don't know where he's going to go to because there's so much going on. We'll reach some comments. Hello, Chris Wood's lawyer. Oh, God. Even at all, got to be honest, the Ekitike deal started to bore me, according to Ryan. It is so with some people. Bobman, we should move on. He's clearly not bothered about us. He wants AC Milan. Man United are shit. He also likes your thing. Andrew says, sorry, lads. Phone overheated. That's no problem, Andrew. It was good to see you on the show. Anyways, feel free to come back again. This will be continue to do more of this show, so feel free to get yourself on next time if you're available. I want players that want to play for the shirt and money, not just for the money. Not just for the money. Fuck them. Yeah, we had so many of those kind of players. Just wanted to be here for money, but at least that's not the case with this football club now. Pretty much so. There you are. Charlie, what do we make of the work going on inside the concourse of the ground as well? Charlie? What do we make of the work going on inside like the concourse bit of the ground now?
Oh, it's good. As I said, it just little touches make a massive difference. As I said, they're obviously trying to restructure the club out there. They're trying to take the club forwards, but it's not going to be like a quick process. It just takes they'll take that time, and things will surely they'll spring up and the club will continue in a fresh direction. As I said, it just makes the club a bit more welcoming to fans, not just like of our own, but of like the visiting supporters. Not I said nothing happens overnight, so I said grateful for what they're doing. Just got to keep it going.
That's it. That's the main thing. I mean, it's starting to look a lot more better now. It really, really is. So finally, we're getting some work done, not just in terms of the squad, but inside work on the ground where it really needs to work on as well. So,
I said, just like a lick of paint and stuff, Mike Ashley was neglecting the stadium, just the club in general. So it's good to see that work is getting done. Not also at the training ground as well.
Yeah, Wood is just shit. Sorry, Wood's liar. God, Rome wasn't built in a day. I know, that's the thing. It wasn't built in a day. Rome, it certainly wasn't.
But what happens if Chris Wood comes on in the second half, right, against Forest and we beat them 1-0, he scores a late header?
Oh.
Gets to the 3 points. What happens then? Just want to put that one out.
We'll see. But I expected us to beat Forest quite comfortably on the first game.
But be a banana skin that one though, Peter. It's against a newly promoted side full of energy.
Well,
do you think Quarterback will stay? Do you think Quarterback will stay at Forest?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Certainly looks that way at the moment, doesn't it?
I mean, he's going to get a mixed reception at St James's. I can say that.
I'm obviously I'm not there for the first.
Lewis headphones again.
For God's sake! I'm having because these headphones obviously because for my PlayStation they don't even see left or right. Like I'm not there for the first game.
I can't wait for the first game of the season now.
I can't wait for the pre-season games. To be fair,
it's not the same about the footballers at the weekend.
Like, but
Exactly.
the thing is, like, it's the Newcastle game. It's the day after my birthday as well. I'm not even going to be asking James for me with.
Yep. Absolutely. We're up to with me comments. We've got about half an hour, just a bit less. About that, just half an hour left of the show. Just I'm up to with me comments. Then he's still shit. Should have moved on from bottom months ago. There's much better defenders and cheaper. I agree with that as well.
What about Nifanaki?
I would take him.
Not for me.
Yeah, take him.
I would.
Callback, one of very few in that Forest squad that has Premier League experience. Would be foolish not to keep him.
The only problem with Ake is Man City won't sell him unless they get a right price for him.
That's far too much. Andrew's back.
Sorry, my phone overheated and just kicked us out. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's all right.
Stick your phone in the fridge. It'll cool it down quicker.
That happened to mine as well. It's battery just overheated.
Right then, a bit of away from Newcastle, but what do we make that this man joined Bayern Munich?
Oh, it's quality.
Oh, quality.
What a
Simon
signing.
Lewandowski. And Sané.
Got to remember as well at Liverpool, he's won it all. I mean, he's done what he's needed to do in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? In English football, and you don't blame the lads for moving on.
Well, there you are. He's won every title. Well, there you are. He's won every title. Of course, the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup.
Champions
League. He's won that. He's won it all.
The thing is, he'll win the lot in Germany next season, and then all of a sudden, after a few years, he'll move on to like another league, like the Spanish league. You know, he wants to add to his CV, which you don't blame him.
And then Serie A.
The thing I find funny about Mane is when Liverpool signed a Man U were linked with him, weren't they? And Man United fans were going, what were being linked with him from Southampton for? So there's your answer.
Liverpool love a good Southampton player. Then again, we can't say it. We'll have a good Burnley player as well.
I'm Bournemouth.
Exactly.
I like coffee, says hi, PD at all. Hope you're well. Andrew, you mean your missus heard your comments and stamped on your phone?
But it was. She gave us a quick beating before I came back. She punched us in the stomach, so I've got no marks. That's what it is.
The work he does, the work he's done as well for his country. You know what I mean? Mane, like the money he's invested outside of football is like amazing. That can't be unquestioned. It's great.
Yep. No, Mr. Chibbers tonight, lads. He was before on. He's had to go off though. But he was on tonight, Joe. I heard Man United identify Caldolo as Dean Henderson replacement. I remember that.
Oh, please take him.
Wouldn't it be brilliant though if he went to Man United and De Gea got a horrible, not that you want to wish an injury on a player, but let's say De Gea got injured for a season and Darlow had to play for the full season and Man United had a stinger. It'd be brilliant.
Man U,
it'd be terrible, wouldn't it? Considering my wife's a Man United supporter as well.
And Man U to get relegated.
Darlow will drop in the championship though. He'll go like Middlesbrough or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right, I'm just looking at the other transfer news now. This is in regards to Christian Eriksen. Apparently, he's got a choice. He's going to choose between either Man United or stay at Brentford.
I think he's got Man United.
All day. Really? Why would he want to go to Man United?
I'll stay at Brentford.
I would stay at Brentford, me.
I mean,
I understand why you say Brentford, but I just think Ten Hag. I believe he obviously has a good relationship with him. He likes him, so.
Well, this is
I don't know. I just say it.
Well, this is what I'm reading from what it's come up with. He said,
him and Bruno are so similar, though, aren't they? In a sense.
Absolutely,
you're going to have the Pogba, Eriksen, Pogba, Fernandes problem all over again.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is what it says according to Sky Sports News in regards to Christian Eriksen. It says Christian Eriksen is understood to be decided between whether to join Manchester United or stay at Brentford. Both clubs have made him very good offers, but United is thought to be more financially lucrative. Working again with Eric Ten Hag, who he has with whom he traded Ajax before his return to football, as part of United's anticipated new era has its attractions. But sources close to the midfielder say he and his family are settled in London and have reservations about relocating to the northwest.
Also, it depends on Brentford, the club, like what they're going to offer Eriksen. You know what I mean? He was on high wages as it was at Inter Milan, obviously Spurs previously.
Right.
Cam like newly promoted Brentford. I say newly promoted. Obviously, they've been in a season, but they've still got like championship money. If you know what I mean, like can they afford his wages? Man United can, clearly.
Yeah, well, this says just continue from what it also says as well. He says Eriksen also wants to start every game to be sure of place in Denmark's World Cup team later this year. His priority after missing out on the Euros because of his cardiac arrest in the first game. He is unlikely to re-sign for Spurs, who primarily play with two central midfielders under Antonio Conte and have both committed to both Rodrigo Benteke and, of course, Yves Bissouma this year. Eriksen's comfort in London that money is not his priority, and the strength of his relationships with people at Brentford, which include a number of his Denmark teammates and the Danish head coach Thomas Frank, puts the club in a strong position. Yet they remain in the dark over his future while he is on holiday, considering his options, with Eriksen and his agent Martin Schutz giving nothing away, even to their closest confidants in the game. The Beast should expect to be the first to know his decision. However, given those relationships and the platform they have given him to return to the game, where do you think he's going to end up then?
I think
honestly think
Brentford.
Can I come in here first?
Hey, go on.
Please, I'm begging him not to go to Man United. I know I hate the bastards, but just do not go there.
I honestly think he walks into that Man United too. He improves them.
Does he guaranteed every game start though? That's because
absolutely. Look at Pogba, like, right? He's just a nobody. Like he was great in the World Cup for France, fantastic, good at Juventus, but he went back to Man United. He wasn't the same. But he's not consistent enough. Whereas you look at Eriksen, I mean, however, you know, look for what happened in the Euros. You know what I mean? It's just like he went to Brentford and he changed them. Do you know what I mean? Like Brentford, for me, at one point they looked as if they stayed up, but then they were going down, and then obviously they stayed up with Eriksen on the side. I wonder where Brentford find the money from to keep him. No, it was only a loan deal at the time, so obviously it was easy for Brentford to get him. Whereas Man United have actually got the money, and if they show a little bit of ambition with Ten Hag in there, then who knows? I mean, he's trained obviously with him at Ajax, so there's a snippet for you. They've obviously got that good working relationship.
Yeah, absolutely. Other news we've got is that they bought some Sky Sports chief reporter Cava says he doesn't think that Barcelona's boss's offer for Lewandowski will be enough.
It'd be enough. I don't know how they could even afford to spend money. But
I think Atletico Bilbao could have a new manager by the time they play us.
Haven't Barcelona already signed Kessie, but they can't register him until the financial fair play gets in line? Supposedly they've already signed Kessie from Milan, but they can't actually register him because of the wages.
Yeah,
that was about 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
So how they're able to make bids for players is a little bit baffling. Like,
I know that's what.
Yeah, that's what I wonder as well. Of course,
I wish we could have had Kessie.
Aye, the good shout out, lad.
Fulham in talks, of course, for Mbabu.
You know who the manager who could be the new manager of Atletico? I'm not joking, Bielsa.
Well, could well be. This one's really coming up. Is Gareth Bale going to go to Cardiff? Because I don't think he will.
We're going to afford his wages.
No comment.
Exactly.
But unless he takes
Villa or something will take him, I think.
Like
it depends how much he really wants it though. Like if he's sort of going just to play football, he's not bothered about the money because he's got enough anyway. And who knows, there could be a deal to be done. But seeing him drop in the Championship, it has to be on purely sport merit, like to play football. to drop down to that level.
And
Not only that, if he's going to be getting worried about getting injuries, do you want to be playing the championship where you're going to get kicked every week?
Exactly, because they're all ambitious to get to the Premier League.
I'm
Sorry.
surprised Tottenham aren't wanting him on a permanent deal again.
So well on loan.
Yep,
I
of
think
course.
I think he will go because he apparently wants to retire at the end of the season. And he just wants to retire back in Cardiff where he first started his career.
I'm up to,
Was it Cardiff he started his career? I thought it was Southampton.
Southampton it was.
But he wants to go. But he wants to retire in Cardiff where he's obviously.
He's from Wales. Yeah. Get
that.
Southampton might put a bid in for him. You never know.
They could do. You never know.
It's all about playing time, isn't it? He's saying he's turned around and said himself that a lot of the reports about him being injured are false.
Yep.
But then, in the same breath, the week before, he came off holding his back, saying that his back was bad that week. So it's like, well, you're saying you're not injured, but then in another breath, we're watching you come off the pitch and you're talking about yourself having a bad back. So, which is it?
Have you heard about St. Maximin? Apparently, he's opened the door for.
I think that's not true. That
he's banging on about. He's saying that he wants to play Champions League football and all that. And like, yeah, I get that, but like, you're literally playing for a rich club, Newcastle United.
Well, yeah, I don't think that's true. What's been come out with there?
No,
I don't think. I think Eddie Howe will want to keep him.
Yeah, true.
You never know with St. Maximin. He's had too many chats with French football press in the past that you never know. Looks like he's working hard in pre-season.
Plus, he just signed a new deal. Like, was it last year?
2020.
2020 in October. Yep. Other news we're going to touch upon, of course, in regards to Pogba. You have agreed a deal in principle to get Pogba back.
I think he will do well there again.
He will.
What do we make about Lukaku going back to Inter Milan?
It's bizarre. Like, what's the point? Like, what's the point, right? Like, Chelsea signed Lukaku last season for like, I think it was just under $1 million.
I heard 35 million.
And then the next minute they decide to loan Lukaku out back to Inter Milan until the end of the season. It's bizarre. Absolutely bizarre.
It's a good move by Inter.
I mean, let's be honest. So he made it abundantly clear in the season that he kind of made a mistake to sign for Chelsea, and that's like brave of him to say that. You know what I mean? At the club that's obviously done their best to sign him, pay all that money.
Did anyone see the poll that was put on about being the worst? Was it the worst?
I don't say the worst, because at the end of the day, money's money. Like, because people think, oh, you paid all this money for a player that they're absolutely fantastic. It could be one of the worst players in football. It just goes to show, you know what I mean? You could
there was reports that he was in tears when he got told that he could go back into Milan. That's how much he wants to go back there.
He settled that. I think the problem is with Inter Milan, the reason why he had to go to Chelsea in reality is because they won the league. The owner, obviously, there was problems behind the scenes, and obviously I think there was a problem with the ownership and there was no money there. So they had to try and recoup that money back. Obviously, whatever they've done over the season, they've sorted that situation out. I think Conte left as well. So it was just a case of they had to make changes for change's sake. Do you know what I mean? Get the big earners off. But now they've sorted that out. He's obviously gone back. I feel like I never felt he was going to progress with Tuchel at Chelsea. The relationship didn't seem all too good to be true. So
I'm with you there, Shorty.
Yeah,
I'm with you. It's the style of play, isn't it?
Well,
that's it. Like, I just think, no doubt he's a quality player. I love Lukaku. I think he's brilliant, but it's just Tuchel. I actually rate Tuchel as well, but the problem is it's just find that balance. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing there.
Yeah, apparently that deal is apparently close now for him to be back to.
When Havertz is playing up front, who isn't a striker, getting 6-7 goals a season, it looks a better striker on that side than you are, then you've got problems.
You know you're doomed though. If you're coming out and saying, like, you know, listen, I made the wrong move. Obviously, I want to go back into Milan. I missed what I did then. I totally understand though. Like, he's just come off the back of winning the league for them as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, as of the season before. By the way, good deal for Chelsea because it means they can recoup that money and they can actually spend it on an actual striker.
Yeah, they certainly can. What did we make of Basuma going to Spurs?
Bargain.
Good signing.
Quality, absolutely quality.
Brilliant.
It's what Man United need.
Exactly.
They've got a massive rebuilding job. That's the thing. That's what I was
So
saying about
we've got
Everton. He
Bruno.
could be the start.
We've got Bruno.
Yes.
Do you know
He
what I'm
was
talking
on
about Everton though? Like going to Man
120
United though. That
He
could
would have
be the
been a
start
perfect
for
signing
them.
for Man United.
They have to build. They have to start somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
They can't stand still. Otherwise, they're going to have the same problems for the new season than what they had last season. So, a club like Man United can't stand still, regardless of what. The problem is with Man United is that they've got this little pattern of spending a lot of money on players. Like I say, big money, and they're not making a profit on them. Do you know what I mean? They're actually either letting them go for free, or they're just letting them run down their contracts and send them out on loan. So they're making nothing. If anything, it's not financially good for them. You know what I mean? They need to find players that they can actually make a profit on. Also, they had an opportunity to sell Lingard to West Ham that didn't. His value will drop. There's a few of us as well who they could have sold.
There's two examples this summer of Italian clubs benefiting from English money. Pogba went for 90-odd million back to Man United, went to Juve for free. They're getting him back on a free. And then you look at Lukaku, obviously went to, what's he, 67 million or something into Milan. They get 30-odd million more for him back to Man United. And then they're getting him on something like, I've heard it's £22 million loan deal for the year, and then 40 million if they want to sign him. So that's
good. That
as much as the money in Britain's a great thing, we're going to get the piss ripped out of it at times because this club, when you've got that many top players like Chelsea have, they're not all going to work.
No, that's it, isn't it? I mean,
that's one for you. Tammy Abraham at Roma. Well, he's done it with Mourinho.
Yes.
Spot on, because he's under a top manager for me.
Yeah, we've got about just over 10 minutes left of the show, guys. So forget if you are enjoying tonight's show, please do hit the thumbs up. Of course, hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content as well and you haven't already subscribed. Feel free to donate as well from Super Chat, and if you'd like to consider becoming a member as well for 99p, feel free to as well. And if you want to come on for the last little part of the show, the link is still pinned in the live comments. So we'll see if you click on the link and I'll bring you in the waiting room as well. What do we make of Arsenal signing Fabio Vieira?
Not really sure.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen a lot of him.
He's a good player. He's versatile, isn't he? Plays on the right, left, centre. He's a good player.
Say a lot of unknown players that a lot of fans don't watch, but if he settles down and Arsenal get a good start, they need a few more signings. Or if Arsenal are really good at challenge, because you've seen how the inexperienced manager and Arteta really failed towards the end of the season when they were in that top four, rubber stamped, then obviously lose the derby, and it all went crashing down for them. They need to improve that. I mean, didn't get us wrong. They got back into Europe, which was definitely better than the season before that, when they never qualified at all. But I worry for Arsenal in many ways, though. I know they're in the Europa League, but their ambition was to get into the Champions League, and Spurs beat them to it, and that's another big dent in their confidence. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting season.
Do you think he's focusing too much on youth and he's not getting any characters in his squad?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to backfire on him, and I've said this before.
Yeah, it could well do. I'll just wrap through the comments. Since I've rattled through them, this started.
According to Soccer Steve, he's a fantastic player. I've seen a fair bit of him, but according to Soccer Steve, he's brilliant. And I've seen him. I've played him. I've watched him a few times, and he's definitely good with both feet. And he's tricky. And he can ping a ball. But I just think that, like you've just said there, Shorty, I think the problem with Arsenal is that if you look at their midfield next season, you're going to be looking at the likes of Smith Rowe, Saka, him. Who's on the left? Sorry, they're all in the early 20s, mid 20s.
Smith Rowe,
and then you've got Nketiah on front.
Martinelli.
Yeah, Martinelli. They're all young. Where's the guy that when the young guys are struggling, where they can turn around and look at their big guy and go, "Are you going to help me out here?"
Like actual veterans, somebody who's going to step up. You know what I mean?
I'm a bit surprised that Nketiah getting the number 14 shirt now for Arsenal.
Yeah, I was on Lucas' channel when they were talking about it. They said they should not give a young player the number 14 shirt because that's an iconic number for Arsenal. Like, for example, be like first giving the goalkeeper the number 9 shirt for Newcastle.
Yep,
That would never
absolutely.
happen.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm
Just-
saying? You know
it
what I'm
makes
saying?
no
It's like,
sense.
it'd be like that for us, giving the goalkeeper like the number 9 shirt.
yeah, I totally agree with that. Foxy says Marty played in Austria for Salzburg, so he's used to the culture and speaks the language, so no brainer for both player and Bayern. That's a good point. I agree with that.
It is,
So Andy Carroll will be playing in Europe next season. He's off to Club Brugge, apparently. Can we take Joe Wood to cash? Can we take Wood to cash converters for a Blu-ray or a guitar or drum set?
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Manu,
All right.
are you for real for Anthony for 40 million? He would be a steal at that price. Anthony from Ajax.
Good player.
I would have Anthony Miller.
Yeah, absolutely. Will Bale to Bournemouth?
Don't think that'll happen.
Imagine.
Not so sure, no. Indeterminated Ericsson contract as he wasn't allowed to play in Serie A. Brentford was a pivoted 6-month contract, no loan. He's now a free agent, no fee involved.
Do you agree with Paul? Sorry, PD, mate.
Yeah.
Do you agree with this Simon Jordan thing that where he's going? Well, he's got something to prove to Brentford, and he's got something to thank Brentford for. I think he's paid his dues to Brentford by keeping them up in the league. Personally,
He has,
about to say that.
certainly has, hasn't he?
But yeah,
He's proven like what a good player he is, though. Like, you just look on through his career, you know what I mean? He's as said, if he's going to make that step up back into in the Premier League, obviously he's done what he's had to do at Brentford. Fair play, he kept him up. But as I said, like, I don't think Brentford are going to have the financial resources to pay his weekly wages. Do you know what I mean? I think 6 months was great for Brentford and for Ericsson, but
Yep.
in terms of Ericsson going to back to that next level, I think Man United's a pivot move from him. You know what I mean? They're going to start a new adventure at Ten Hag. I think he walked into that Man United midfield. Pogba wasn't great. He was inconsistent when he went back. But at Man United now, he's gone. They need to look at a new chapter, you know what I mean, as a club. They can't stand still. I think he could fit. Even if Ericsson goes there for 1 season, signs a 1-year deal, it's like Man United can look at him and think, right, it's 1 year. We'll see what you can do. If you're not great, then we'll look at somebody else.
Yeah.
then
that's
he's
a good- Connor civil service as a youth player before Southampton. He's on about Bale again.
oh,
What's
okay.
happening with Diaby? Musa Diaby. I've heard nothing. What's on?
Do you mean the paper talk?
Yeah, exactly. At least says top 3 midfielders go. Wow.
Is that top 3 midfielders at Newcastle or top 3 targets?
It could be or any top midfielder in general.
At the end of the day, we'll just be picking off the scraps of all the other clubs. So we're just like sort of in that pond in a sense, but whoever takes that risk.
I still fancy Lucas Paqueta, mate.
I see him.
I'd go Rabiot, Hakan Changalungu, and Ward-Prowse.
Ward-Prowse would be a fantastic sign.
Ward-Prowse.
Going to
very
start,
good.
he wouldn't be because he's too similar to Shelby, but I think it's.
I think
disagree
Ward-Prowse
with him.
would be great.
I
The way I
disagree
say it
with
for
him
us,
as well.
we need added competition. Like, you know, in previous seasons when we've had like a say maximum, but then he gets tired, but we can't take him off because we know that there's just no quality on the bench. That's what we need, and that's what the new owners are doing. Obviously, they're trying to bring in their own identity.
But the thing is, will he want to leave Southampton? In my opinion, probably not.
Mr. Southampton.
Be hard to get him.
So whatever big offer clubs, I think Southampton will take it.
Man City come calling. I'm sure he got linked with City.
Yeah.
Hey,
If it's not
Would
like
you take
Spurs or Man
Firmino
City,
from Liverpool?
Yeah,
Sorry?
I don't think
Because
he
he
can.
plays as a 10.
Who are you saying there, Andrew? From Liverpool?
Firmino from Liverpool, he plays as a 10. He could double up as a striker. He's not going to get games at Liverpool. You've got Brazilian players in the Newcastle squad. I think you could prize him from Liverpool.
Yeah, I've always said it, like from Brighton as well, Trossard.
I'm a huge fan of Trossard.
Same here as well.
You know who's even Brighton?
Sorry, Archer, what was that?
I'm just gonna shoot off it.
See you
That's
later.
it.
That's it.
There's just something about him. I always thought like he could do better than Brighton.
You know
If you
who's
look at Trossard's, numbers, each season he's been in the Premier League with the SM, he's got better numbers than the SM. He's in arguably a weaker side than the SM. And then when he goes to Belgium, his numbers increase per 90 minutes. For me,
I honestly think
it's
he
a
can make that
no-brainer.
step up.
Mason, what were you saying?
I've seen the day that Brighton could be losing Mark Cucurella because he's a great personal terms at Man City.
By the way,
Oh.
I genuinely think Brighton are in big trouble next season.
Cucurella.
Oh
Yeah, they might be in trouble. You're right there. Yeah.
I actually do think Brighton will be down there at the end. If they do not appoint a new sort of director of football to replace Dan Ashworth, then if Graham Potter isn't back, they're getting rid of all the better players. I know they've signed somebody recently. I can't remember who it was. The name escapes us, but it's like they're getting rid of the better players. They need to try and find some sort of balance. Otherwise, they're going to be down there.
Because Maupay doesn't score enough goals for them. I don't think he does.
Good player, isn't he? But he doesn't score enough.
I rate Graham Potter, but if he doesn't get back, to the full in terms of replacing the players that have left, then at the end of the day, he's going to get found out. Do you know what I mean? Like Sean Dyche eventually did with Burnley.
Yeah.
The big thing for them is keeping Danny Welbeck fit, because when Danny Welbeck gets a run of games, they win games.
Lynn says Maguire would has to be worst signing ever, not Lukaku. There's only one. Bruno Guri more likely signing now. I would.
The Maguire one makes you laugh though, because they actually because of that deal, they got a new training ground.
Yeah. Foxy says West Ham spent 38 million on Philip Anderson from Lazio 2000.
I remember all the hype around him.
Sold him back to Lazio for 2.7 million 2 years later. They did, didn't they?
I know Rafinha's been heavily linked with a lot of clubs, the Leeds player.
Yeah,
65 million though. I mean, that's a hell of a fee.
That's how much Leeds wants, because they
if you
want to hang on to him.
If you really want him though, I mean, Leeds have a right to put that price tag on him, because if they went down, I think they would have got a fraction of that.
25 million.
Yeah. Sorry, Lawrence, what are you going to say?
At least
it would have been 25 million if they went down Leeds.
Oh, yes. I mean, at least it's how do you get the live chat. There is a link pinned.
Lee, you're in it, you daft shit.
Well, unless he's all about how to get on the show.
Yeah.
But,
I've told him, he sent us a message asking. I've told him.
All right. But we're going to end the show very, very soon. Now we've only got like a few minutes left now. But
you know how you were on about Brighton?
Uh-huh.
I seen that a lad called Simon Angras having a medical at Brighton, and he's a striker and he's played for Nordjylland. It's his breakthrough season. He's only made 30 appearances and scored 11, and he's only 20.
I'm sure it's Graham Potter's got like a lot of experience with those leagues.
It's in the Danish league. It's the Danish league as well.
I beat Arsenal for Swedish side in the Europa League.
I like Arsenal, I remember.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you just take Den Donker from Wolves?
Yes.
I think he'd be a good signing playing centre half or holding midfielder. I think he's a good signing.
I really worry about as well, Wolves.
Foxy says Brighton have Dennis Undav in who will score double figures for them. And Kiso bargain of the season from Baragrai, a great replacement for Basuma and Casino. Brighton will be fine.
No.
Well,
see, I mean, Brighton, it could go one or two ways for Brighton. They could have a really good start and actually, go under the radar like they always do most seasons. Or, as I said, we all know that they've been letting the best players go. They can have a really poor start and they cannot recover. And they're being dragged down there at the end of the new season.
Well, I've got two teams definitely in mind to be relegated next season. I haven't thought of the third team yet, but two definitely in mind that are going to go down for next. That's one of those.
If Southampton lose, Ward Prowse finished. Southampton, they're so inconsistent. Such a poor side. Like, how Ralph's happened still got a job is beyond me. 2-9-0 defeat, and they're so inconsistently bad. I've never seen any improvement with him as a manager.
It's an attractive style of football that he plays when they do play well. That's the problem, isn't it? When they do play well, they play good football. Like you just said there, when they play badly, they get ripped apart.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. But my two definite teams to go down is going to be Forest and Brighton.
Obviously, it says Forest and
Bournemouth.
Southampton.
So I can't see Scott Parker. For me, I think he's got a lot to prove. Even though he was back in the Prem with Fulham previously, but he didn't really have a good time. Really. Bournemouth very similar. I just don't know. I can't see Bournemouth winning many games in Forest. Well, I said they're there for the ride on. They're really in reality. They know that they're probably going to go down, but whilst there's always a chance, the 38 games, but I just don't see how they're going to win enough games.
We're the ones that's in danger because it's Forest's first Premier League game in 20 odd years. They're going to be well up for that game.
Yeah, but
It's a banana skin. You just don't know what to expect.
No.
Well, yeah, we'll see. I wish the season would kick off very, very soon.
No.
It's still got
I said I'll go and watch all of the grassroots teams and non-league teams like around the area before Newcastle play because you want to get back into football.
Yeah,
watching the games and stuff.
Foxy thinks Lampard will be the first manager to get sacked next season.
Good call. That.
I would have Everton around there. In my opinion, just with the ongoings on.
He's been linked with loads. He's been linked with loads of clubs. Calvert-Lewin.
Who's it?
Calvert-Lewin. He's been linked with a lot of clubs like Newcastle. Was down.
Fancy Brendan Rodgers to be under pressure early.
Yes, because
Pochettino's available.
Leicester mid-table.
Pochettino to Leicester before Christmas.
There's been no football on because I've been watching the MLS.
Who said Pochettino to Leicester? Who said that? That is actually a good shout. That could actually happen.
I think Brendan
honestly
Rodgers
think it's happening before Christmas, mate.
I do. You know what? I generally do rate Brendan Rodgers as a manager, but sometimes I think a club like Leicester, they need to keep evolving. Like how they've done so well over recent years. And obviously this season they can be let off in a way. They've had a lot of injuries. That Europe, but I feel like the owners, they'll get bored in the end and they'll want to get back to where they once were. They've got money as well. I think Pochettino could be a good shout at Leicester. Could be another.
I think within 12 games, if they're not in the top half of the table, which they weren't this season, I think he'd be gone.
He could be let off with Brendan Rodgers in that way though. But I think I rate both of them. To be fair, I actually do rate both of them.
Yeah.
It certainly goes. But anyway, guys, we've come to the end of the show now, so that's it for today. I might have to reschedule again for the next show, but I'll let you guys know when. But again, guys, if you have joined the show, please do hit the thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button if you are new and do enjoy the content. And if you're not yet subscribed as well, you can still donate to the channel as well. If you'd like to consider becoming a member as well, feel free to do so. Thanks for everyone who's popped up in the chat and also popped on tonight's show as well. Keep an eye out for the video of the announcement of Nick Pope. So we'll be bringing that out after this show. So do keep an eye out for that coming as well. Well then, guys, thank you very much, and I will catch us all later. See you all later.
Thanks, guys. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.